Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, January 17th, 2018, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been an excellent day so far. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session. Um, Great news is the adjustments I made last night and earlier this morning, I'm on time to the session. I was actually early, which is fantastic, and I'm just going to do everything I possibly can to just keep that going, and just lock that habit in and just make sure that I stick to the system and the process to have that time, because if I have that time I can grow at such an exponential rate, and if I lose that time to other distractions, like it's going to be really, it's just going to take longer to reach my potential, and I might just hit a ceiling. So anyway, um, it's going to be a big day. I'm going to hit some online classes, going to hit a guitar practice, going to go through this first tune of this record that I've tracked pretty much all the drums for, I think, and edit all those takes together and get a final drum bounce and start doing a little bit of preliminary mixing probably. Um, then going to schedule a little bit of time to do some more passive learning. I don't know if I should call that passive learning, but just like uh, more just absorbing content type learning. Like I'm going to watch some vlogs of some entrepreneurs I like and kind of feel out how that feels in the session. Going to continue with my Benny Greb Art and Science of the Groove study. Going to continue with my songwriting classes and just kind of make a little bit more time for that in my day-to-day schedule. And then I'm going to take a break, jump into the new song, finish yesterday's video, and then going to work on some vocals for the second verse, going to work on some guitar doubles for the verse sections, and then going to hit my vocal class, get a little bit more technique there, and then we'll see what kind of time I have at the end of the day, if any. I might just cut it off early because that's a lot of stuff to do in one day. So I'm just going to try to stay efficient, stay focused, but also stay balanced, give myself plenty of breaks, plenty of snacks, all that kind of stuff to just stay in the zone for the next pretty much whole day. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts as we go. It's always awesome hearing from you guys, and I appreciate every comment. So let's get right into it. All right. Pretty awesome first half of the day. Obviously helps out a ton to be on time to the session. That's just tremendous. And got sort of derailed in the middle, so that was a good takeaway. Just doing my best to stay focused, but I probably only lost like 20 minutes there, so it wasn't the end of the world. But I would have loved to have had those 20 minutes back. Might have been 30. But yeah, I just got on the online class front, did a tiny bit of review there. I did get very distracted during that piece actually, and that was not good. So I put a takeaway for myself. To just have no social media during the music session. It's just too much, man. It's too distracting, too much going on. And yeah, I just was reminding myself how important the email list is, constantly be building that all the time. And then I jumped into a guitar practice that was really good, just working on note name memorization and pentatonic, minor pentatonic scale shapes up and down the neck, and doing a lot of improvisation with those, which has been very helpful so far. And then I got into the production front and started editing together all the takes from this entire first song that I've been working on the past few months. And I did the drums for each section separately, just so I could zero in and focus on things really with a fine-tooth comb. And I did tons and tons of takes, hundreds of takes for the entire song altogether, and I was just going back through and listening to all of those individually, editing them together in one composite, and it was the first time that I had heard the fills transition. It's the first time I had, heard the verses transition to the choruses and got the different feels and different flavors of the sections I was working on, and it's the first time I've really heard the song outside of my head, all the way start to finish, and it's not even complete. There's still more edits that I've done on the tune that I wasn't even listening to there, and there'll probably be something, obviously gonna mix it and and make it sound really, really awesome. But just to have the raw energy and the feel of all the parts interacting and hear it come together, it was like, wow, this is really it. I've really made this. I've really made it happen, and it's a big milestone because this whole way of doing this record has been completely new, and it's it's been a challenge to rework my workflow completely. This first tune of this record, a lot of it was learning how to manage time and manage energy, and I've been working on this song since I started. It's probably like a year, and I know that's a really long time, but it was a total shift in my entire focus musically of what I was doing and how I was trying to do it. And now that I'm on the other side of that, this next song is going so quickly and I'm getting really great results with it, which is fantastic. And this first tune it's sounding really good, and I'm really, really happy with it, and it's really matching up with the vision I had for the tune originally, and I'm just really excited. I can't wait to mix it and get it sounding just like, oh man, it's really just a beautiful, beautiful moment when you have, where you work on all the little details, is it going to come together, and then you see it come together, and it's absolutely, absolutely magical. So I did just sort of work through the time I had scheduled to do some more online learning, and that was sort of just like something I was going to try out today, so I'll try that more in the future. And I think I'll get better at this stuff as time goes on, but I really did want to take those moments to savor and appreciate all the intensity and effort and learning and progress that has gone into making that song sound the way it does right now, and hearing it all together for the first time is just, it's amazing. It's like looking in your baby's eyes, it's like the baby's been in the womb for 9 months, and it's like, oh, what's it going to be like the first time I see my baby, and then it's just like, oh, it's like, people talk about that moment, and not that I personally have experience with that. Well, I guess I was the baby at one point. It's kind of tough to remember that moment. But yeah, it feels like on that level of just like I've been trying to create this this is like 14 years in the making right here. It's pretty crazy. So anyway, I will take a break and jump back in a few and update you guys then. But if I just hold on, I'll finally win this war.